hot today in Detroit, but hey, I wouldn't have wore pants. It don't really make me no difference. Same difference, same day, different stuff. So, shout out to Ron Mexico, man. He the one that's providing all the content, to be real. All them vertical lives about Ryan and what Keyshawn said, what Sean said, what Kid Austin Daddy said, what Abdullah Mason said. Somebody in the comment section said mention Bill Haney. I did. I think in that particular live he commented. I did mention Bill Haney as well too. And now he sent me something about Floyd. And apparently Floyd was there supporting Carmel Moulton on the Mastodoff Nate Diaz card. And the interviewer asked him about Floyd, about the Ryan Garcia situation. Shout out to Dante's Boxing Nation. He clipped it up. He had a clip of Floyd talking about racism exists in boxing. And then he turns around and said, well, I'm here to be positive. I'm not here to speak on this. This is the same Floyd Mayweather. And don't worry, he gonna get cooked on the live, most likely a vertical live before y'all see this. He's the same person that when I'm never gonna let this go. This when I stop being a fan. You a fan, you a fan, you a fan. This when I stop not messing with dog. When he turned around and said black people didn't help him get to where he was at, Mexicans did. Y'all remember he said that. The Mexican helped him get to where he was at, and so be it. I told y'all, man, the biggest anti-black people are rich and wealthy black people. And a lot of y'all biggest enemies in the black community, both male and female, man and woman, depending on where you stand, where you at, whatever they identify as. I don't know no more. But a lot of people that's suppressing you, it ain't the white man. It ain't them folks. A lot of times it's people that be around you. And often they're people that do it better than you, and they don't offer you an opportunity. They don't offer you nothing but, nothing but weed, Hennessy, and negativity. No words of encouragement, no nothing. I always remember that dude on Instagram crying about, I don't want to say crying, venting about, how he was in the hospital for a while, and then his homeboys came to see him. And in reality, in our mindset, the shit sound kind of like, as a male man, shit sound kind of fruity or whatever. But at the end of the day, he got a point. But most of us know, as being men, you got to go through stuff alone. And the amount of losses that we take as men in silence, your son will never know what you went through. Your woman will never know what you went through. Even while y'all together just talking about that stuff. Your daughter never know what you went through. Your parents never know what you... People don't know how much the average dude go through. Right? And the only time a lot of dudes are comfortable in venting that, and this go across the ethnic board. This is why I don't judge no man, bro. I try not to. But this go across the board. Only time they start venting is somebody come out first and get vulnerable. Like if y'all in a group, then another guy get vulnerable. And often be, this happens it's total random. Or somebody went through a traumatic experience, or I remember a situation where somebody went through something, and then you console them, or you be like, well, I went through this, that, and the third. Like, damn, I never knew you went through that. So either you in some type of group setting, mostly we're probably strangers, or a homeboy that went through something, or somebody that went through something, and you like, damn, you know what, I went through this, that, and the third. I made it. Trust me, that's how it usually go. So, somebody has to show some type of vulnerability, but in most of the situations, some guys, can find really good male therapists, but I think over 5% of therapists are only black therapists. And out of that 5% of black therapists, I believe in this country, 86% of that 5% black therapists, you guessed it, are women that are therapists. So only out of that 5%, you got 14% that's male therapists. And you got black male therapists, men therapists. Then you got to think about the good ones, the bad ones. I actually had a good one many years ago. I ran into him years ago now. Cool dude, to be honest. Real cool dude, man. And had to figure it out. And I did, So, yeah, you don't never know what nobody been through. But nonetheless, he's a mark. He's a clown. Floyd Mayweather, I've been telling y'all that. First, racism exists in boxing. He complains about Ricky Hatton having the majority of the arena when he fought, and oh, I'm an American and I stand with everybody. I'm not Black Lives Matter. I'm pro everybody, and I understand. He gotta keep his wealth. You know what I'm saying? Understand that you can't be up there getting that amount of money and talking black. But then like I said, all these dudes, they be simping for black women too. You know what I'm saying? Well, I love my black sisters and all this, that, and the third. But then when it come down to a black kid that grew up in your gym, that idolized you, that your family work with, you don't have nothing to say. See, these dudes that sit here and they pander to Keisha. I tell you that all the time. Watch for that. They pander to Keisha. Oh, I love my black sisters and my black queens. Dude, Doctor, he said that all the time. Dr. Umar, I love my black sisters, my queen, but ain't neither one of them ninjas married. Floyd Mayweather basically just being a rich pimp. I ain't getting the women pimping him. Let's call it what it is. The more women you got around, the more high possibility of issues that come. The more money that's coming out. The more stress that, come on. Let's keep it real. That ain't really no player shit when you 40, 50. Man, nigga, you 35 years old with 10, 15 different women, 5 different. That shit ain't no player shit. Nigga, I can see a nigga with a 2 or 3 maybe at 35, 40, cool. Well, it is 50 years old, so I got keeping 10 bitches around. That's, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit lame. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, and he ain't got nothing to say about Ryan Garcia. Now, is it because Ryan Garcia got some receipts on him? Is it because, Ryan Garcia started snitching and saying Floyd told me to miss the weight? He done told 1,000 issues on that. Is that because Floyd Mayweather provided the sauce to put up in his ass? No Diddy. No, Diddy for them. All Diddy for them. Is that the situation? Like I said before, he had a lot to say about Manny Pacquiao allegedly being on drugs. He had a lot to say about that. He had a lot to say about Antonio Margarito and the hand wraps. Okay, why stopping Ryan Garcia? And Dante did a video talking about this why Muhammad Ali was this, that, and the third. He was the greatest. Mayweather is a mark. And he talked about how the modern athlete don't care about nothing no more, care about nobody no more. And I told y'all, these old dudes need to be packed up and get up out the community. They the reason we are, and the reason we the reason we where we at. Because you got a lot of these older black dudes who giving a relationship advice and you married. So how can you tell me how to operate in a scene that you haven't been in if you successfully and happily married? You can't really give us an advice. You can tell us how it used to be, but guess what? It ain't nowhere near how it used to be. When I dated in 09, 010, 11, 012, it's totally different now. So I'm telling y'all taking advice from these old farts, man. They don't know what they talking about. These old dudes, the ones that, vote blue, vote blue, vote blue, vote blue, vote or die, vote or die, vote or die. And they're the same weirdos doing all this weird old stuff today. But of course, he gonna provide protection for Ryan Garcia. And if Devin Haney said something, he would admonish him. I'm telling y'all. I'm here to be positive, and I'm not here to talk about none of the negative stuff. And it's a lot of dudes taking that stance because they punks, bro. I'm telling y'all, it's a bunch of these boxers who ain't got black boxers who ain't got nothing to say. I'm never sticking my neck out for none of them niggas again, bro. I'm never speaking up for them. I don't care what these dudes say, these racist Mexicans, these racist white content creators and subs, these black old raccoons, bro. They show these black raccoons more love. They don't ban them from getting into the media room, these black fighters, bro. Floyd will ban you from his gym, ban you from the media room, call and say, I don't want him here, there, and there. But then again, when it come down to Ryan Garcia, he ain't got nothing to say. I'm telling y'all, bro. We need to separate ourselves as real black dudes, black men, from these black males. Mayweather's a male, bro. All that money can't buy him by class, bro. You gotta remember, he the same dude his daddy used him like Nino Brown used that little girl in the wedding on New Jack City. So come on, he come from a goofy ass lineage. Goofy. Well, I want to be positive and I don't have nothing to say about that. Of course you don't. A bunch of y'all black Hall of Fame boxers or black retired boxers ain't got nothing to say. But when he lost, y'all had a lot to say behind the scenes. You had a lot to say behind the scene. Oh, you know, he should do this and he should do that. And he should let me help him build. You need to step to the side and I should train him and we want to help. Man, niggas only want to help when you down on your knuckles, bro. Yeah, we want to do this for him and that for him and I can help Devin and man, get out of here, man. You literally sat there and helped Ryan Garcia leak the sparring tape, help Ryan Garcia beat another black man. So how dare you sit here and call yourself a black American or black in general? You ain't black, bro. Just because you went to the Gucci store in Africa and bought a whole bunch of stuff, you bought the same people that's colonizing their country. You brought stuff from them, helping them continue to colonize their country. He's a goofy. That's why his daughter the way it is. She is. And I stand on what I said in that Lil Durk video. I believe no matter what your tax bracket is, you should have a license. You should have a license to be able to have kids. You should be able to be cleared to have kids. I believe that, like a Demolition Man. You should have a license to have kids, bro. I promise you. I'm all for that new world order because I'm tired of this. You should have only people that can have license can have kids. Real talk. You know? But like I said before, Ryan Garcia, he helped Ryan beat a black kid. He tried to help Frank Martin beat Javante Davis. Bro, he's a hater. And Shakur Stevenson will be a complete idiot to go join that man. Now you ain't got nothing to say. Now you want to be positive. Now you don't care nothing. This is the dude that was the pioneer for random drug testing. You know why he was the pioneer? Because he was scared to fight Manny Pacquiao. He was scared to take a butt whooping. He didn't think he could beat Manny Pacquiao. So he used the drug test as a shield. Then he waited for him to lose to Bradley, get knocked out by Marquez. And then even at that point, he didn't want to get in the ring with Manny Pacquiao. Showtime told him he had to get in the ring with Pacquiao because people stopped buying his fights. He's a coward. He's a coward. And if anything ever pop off, he can go be with them folks. He can go be with them folks. He ain't, man, some of y'all ain't even allowed to line up with us, bro. I say that wholeheartedly. Some of y'all ain't even allowed to line up with us, bro. A lot of y'all is a shame. A lot of these dudes in boxing show their true colors, man. I don't support none of these dudes. Don't ask me about them again, man. When I continue to talk about none of these dudes. These dudes is goofy, bro. He the goofiest one out of all of them. Think about all the fighters that's still alive that ain't said a goddamn thing. All the black fighters who ain't said nothing. Who ain't said nothing. Matter of fact, think about this. Mayweather Al Heyman still letting Stevie Kim and Doug Fisher and all them into their fights after they was saying racial slurs. That let you know everything you need to know about them as a collective and as a group. And as a business. You know? That let you know everything you need to know. Mayweather's a goofy, bro. And I've been telling y'all that. And it's unfortunate. But when you see goofiness, you got to spot it out. You got to expose it. You know, I'm here to be positive. And I'm here. I ain't going to talk about none of that negatives. Of course you won't. But it was a young black guy that said, oh, he said something racial. You have a lot to say about it. You a damn fool if you go even have a conversation with that man. All that man gonna do, you go train with him and get a training session for him. All he doing is taking intel on how to beat you, where you weak at, where you strong at, so he can give it to your opponent, especially if your opponent is non-black. Look at the company he keep. Talking about he kick it with whack 100 and all these, man, these niggas is whack, bro. And I say this, and I'm not even gonna make a video about this, bro. But any of y'all watching like Adam shit, man, like, and he had the Pop Smoke, you know, dude on there that sent him to the upper room. Y'all clowns. Y'all clowns. Anybody that went on that show is clowns. Everybody that was on that show is clowns. Y'all talk about fresh and fit, okay, cool. But anybody going on that Adam show, man, you a clown. You a clown. You was on there, you was a clown. You was a clown. That's worse than DJ Vlad TV. You a clown. these dudes is clowns, bro. That's all I gotta say, man. So you want to see why people don't really why I really don't mess with these dudes, bro, man. I tell you, dudes, man, go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it. Because hanging around your own people is worse, and is worse than hanging with the enemy. You are hanging with the enemy. So that's all I gotta say, man. Check out the Box News playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Dante on a great video. Yeah, hit the link tree. You can check me out on Patreon, X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. I appreciate the love and support. Peace.